Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we've got a good one for you today. We've got these little icon toggle boxes. When you roll over them, they're going to change color. Click on them. They're going to drop down and open up a little toggle. And when you want to close them, just click again, they'll close up. Nice little feature, really easy to do. So let's get started. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder. And let's go down. I'll delete this row and we'll start from scratch. Okay, well, I'm going to add a new row. Put as many or as few columns in as you want. I guess I'll have 3 in there again. To start off with, I'm just going to put a little icon module in there. Choose whatever icon you want to put in yours. There's plenty to choose from with Divi. You can put in a search term there, or if you want to scroll through, hit the little icon up there. It'll pop out into a breakout box like this. And here's an awful lot to scroll through. So let's just pop a little down arrow in mine for the time being. That's great. I'm going to go ahead and save that. Underneath this, I'm going to add a little toggle module. Going to hit the little plus, roll on down, and there's a little toggle module. Where it says the title there, I'm going to put a little plus sign in mine, and we're going to use this as a little indicator that you can click on it. Obviously, put in whatever content you want down here, and this is a little WYSIWYG section. You can align, bold, italicize, make bullet points, add media if you want to. I'm going to leave mine just as it is. Great, well, we've got our 2 little modules in there. Let's style these up so they look like one little block. So I'm going to save this. I'm now going to go into the row that these modules are sitting in and to the column. Green tab for the row. We're working on column 1 here. I'm going to go to background. I've been working with that default blue. When I add this, that icon's going to disappear because it's the same blue, but we'll fix that in a moment. So our column background has got this color. Just for fun, we'll give it a hover color. Common to all Divi modules, if you roll up over the dark writing within a module, you see some little icons appear. If there's a little arrow there, we can create a hover effect. Desktop tab here is when the mouse is not on it. We'll leave it blue. When they put their mouse on it, let's change it to a different color. Let's just make it purple. Great. As you can see, that icon's reappeared there. Fantastic. Well, I'm going to save this and that'll take us back to the main row settings. I'm going to do exactly the same for these other 2 columns because I'm going to show you an easy way of copying these once you've got one. So I'm going to right click on this first one. I'm going to say extend item styles. I'm going to extend to this row. Now you won't see anything because there's no content there, but they've all now got that blue background. If I look inside the second one now, it's got that blue background. Great. Well, let's save. We'll save our row settings. And let's adjust our modules the way we want them. So I'm going to go back into the little toggle module here. So I'm going to go back into the little icon module here. I'm going to go over to my design. I'm going to change my icon color to white. And I want it a lot smaller than that. Let's make it perhaps 50 pixels. That's fine. I want a little bit of padding on the top. So we can close up icon. We'll go down to spacing below. Here's the padding. Let's give it 20 pixels on top. And of course you can adjust this to taste. I'm quite happy with the amount that's on the bottom there. I'm going to hit the chain and add the same amount to the bottom. That's great. I'm going to leave that just like that for the time being. Let's go into our toggle module now. We've got to do a little bit of work on this one. So I've gone into the toggle module. As I mentioned, I put a little plus there to indicate that this can be opened. So I'm going to go over to my design. We've got a little icon there. I'm going to click on that. Closed icon color. It's closed at the moment. If you click on it, it'll open. So closed icon color, I'm going to make that transparent so it's going to disappear there. And open icon color, I'm going to make that purple. You won't see it now, but when we hover over this, that's all going to change purple. So I'm going to have that purple. I think I'll make it a little bit bigger. If we roll down, use custom open icon size there. And you can change the icon if you want to, but that's going to work for me. So I'm going to hit this little switch. I'm going to make mine perhaps 20 pixels. That's great. Now let's just close that up again. Okay, the toggle itself down below here. When it's open, I'm going to make it white. So we got that dark writing in there. When it's closed like this, I'm going to keep it the same blue as I want above. So it's going to look like one complete thing. Now you may have noticed there's a little white line there. If we roll down a bit, it puts in a border by default. It puts a border on all sides and it makes it 1 pixel. So I'm going to take that away from all sides. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a border right, 1 pixel blue, border bottom, 1 pixel and blue, and a border left, 1 pixel and blue. We're leaving the top one off so you don't see that little line there. The reason I'm doing this is when we click on this to open it, it'll turn white. We've got a little blue border around there. Great. Things are shaping up here. Now my little plus, you can't really see that very well. Remember, that's our heading text. So if we go out and close this up, we've got heading text just above here, title text. Title text color right here, I'm going to make white. We can see it a bit better. I'm going to make it ultra bold, and I'm going to make it a bit bigger here. We'll try 20, might not be enough. No, let's make it, say 30 pixels. So it's a nice, easy to see plus there. Now I want to scoot it right in the middle here. Now you'd think you could just hit this and this will get it most of the way, but because there is an actual toggle there, it's only scooting it to the center of a container that's about this big. So I have to write just one little tiny line of CSS to move it to the middle, because I want that in the middle. So if we go over to our advanced, I'll put this line down below. It's very easy. Custom CSS, module elements. Remember, we're dealing with the title there. Toggle title. I'm going to say margin left, 50 pixels. And depending on the size of yours, adjust yours pixel value so that yours is central there. That looks pretty central to me. That's great. Now, if you wanted it to be a little more compact, we've actually got a bit of a gap between the top module and the second module. You can't see it because the column has got that blue background there. If you wanted to tighten them out, we could go into our little icon module here, take away any margin on the bottom, over in design, spacing, always find margin and padding in spacing here. If you put a 0 there, it's going to tighten those up. Now that's entirely up to you. I quite like it with that 20 pix. As with all things Divi, if you don't like what you've done, select it, delete it, it'll go back to the default for you. That's great. Well, I think we're there. So let's save our changes here. We'll save the page changes and exit the visual builder. Now the reason we got a couple of little blue lines in there is because that's our column. We put that blue background in. They've got no content at the moment. I'll show you an easy way of duplicating this. So if we hover over, I can see a little problem there, but that's okay. I'll fix that in just one moment. But if we click on that plus, it's going to open, turn white. The plus is going to disappear because we made it transparent. But you've got a little minus there indicating that we could close it. So let's fix that last little thing. I need that to be the same color as our purple up there. And that's the toggle close background. So let's enable the visual builder. We'll go in there, we'll fix that little issue. Oh, that's a toggle close color. If I go to design and toggle close background color, I've got it that blue. If I make it transparent, you won't see any difference at all. And once we've made that transparent, the toggle color for that column is going to show through there. Fantastic. Of course, to duplicate this, we don't have to go through that whole process again. Remember, I put that color in our column backgrounds here. Let's go down here. I'm going to hit the little purple button. I'm going to go to wireframe mode over here, the little icon on the left hand side. I'm going to duplicate the icon. 2 little boxes, 2 little squares there to duplicate. I'm going to drag one of them across. Doesn't matter which one, they're all identical. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to take it across. I'm going to do the same for the toggle. And again. And of course, you want to go in and change your icon to whatever works for you. Same for the one next door. And of course, you'll want to go into your toggle. I've got no real content, but you want to change out your content in there. And we'll save our changes. Now let's switch back to desktop mode. We've now got our 3 little toggle boxes. And of course, if you want to have more than that, just duplicate the row. Same thing, just hit the 2 squares there. Go in and change your icons out. Let's make sure this is all going to work on the other end there. We'll save draft. And exit the Visual Builder. We roll on down. There's our toggle box. Now the whole thing's changing color just like I wanted. If you click on the plus, or anywhere around that plus actually, it's going to open, turn white. We got that little purple icon to indicate you can close it. And you can keep these all open, unlike a accordion module. You can keep them open or closed. And if you wanted to, I didn't demonstrate this, but you can choose whether these are open or closed when you actually first look at them. So there you go, guys. That's how to create some great little icon toggle boxes. Really nice little feature to have on your site. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesigntechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.